Hey, what's going on, everyone? So welcome back to a new video, a new project, you can say. So in this project we're gonna work on something a little bit different than the Ram, and it's gonna be this little guy right here. It's a Mini Cooper 2009 Clubman S. It's the turbo version, and the best part about it is a manual 6-speed. Right there, with 111,000 miles, with some I guess you can say engine problems, with some mechanical problems. So I got this car for $2,200, clean title, off of Craigslist. And when I bought it, I didn't notice that this fender was messed up a little bit. I guess somebody scraped the side, but it's only the fender, so it's not a big deal. And the mirror fell off while I was driving. I guess it was glued on with some silicone, so it fell off. So I just came back from the shop, one of the parts shops, and I got a fender in super good condition, same color as the original, and a whole new mirror, or used mirror, but fully working and fully good. So yeah, here's a look at the Mini Cooper Clubman 2009. So the problem with this car is the previous owner said that the car was throwing misfires in one of the cylinders. So basically running on 3 cylinders when it should be on 4. So we took it off his hands. We're gonna try to fix it, work on it. We're thinking about just taking off the head, or the top cover of the engine first, and see if we can fix it like that. Maybe change the spark plugs, the coils. If that doesn't work, we're gonna pull the engine and work on it from there. But yeah, that's the issue with the car. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, because a brand new engine, or a whole new engine, costs over $2,500. Let me show you guys under the hood. This is the inside. Pretty decent condition. Needs a lot of cleaning though. Looks like they had some dogs or pets. Yeah, but overall, some tears right here. It's not a big deal. Maybe I'll even get a new seat after I'm done with the engine and everything. Man, the sunroofs are pretty sick actually. For a 09, this thing has, you know, 2 sunroofs already. Little shades that come out as well. Yeah, I love the look of it. This is actually my first Mini Cooper. Got some kind of like cool design trim right here. Yeah, something a little different than the truck, and a little better on gas as well. All these little trims were, I guess, plasti dipped, but they're peeling off slowly. I already started one, but some of them were like super ugly like this, you know, stuff like that. But I went ahead, took these off because I'm gonna remove them, and I took this little trim off, kind of like this, and I'm gonna remove all that, make it all chrome again. Let me know if you guys think I should repaint them back to black or just leave them chrome. Yeah, I'm still deciding. Alright, so here's the engine. It is the turbo engine, so it's a little better. All the hoses look like they were replaced already. The guy did work on the head gasket, he said, because it was leaking oil to the coolant. This is what it looks like. We're gonna first take this whole thing off, take all these air ducts off, try to see if we can work on it like that, if we can get anywhere with it. If not, we're just gonna have to pull the whole engine out and go from there. So I bought a fender that's the same color, and then I bought a mirror that I'm gonna install right now. So the plan for this car is to fix it up and keep it for a little bit, maybe sell the truck. It's time to go. It's been a good car. I love it. Don't have any issues with it. Just a little bit too much on gas. But I love this thing, man. 4-door Ram Rebel, you know, with the wheels set up. And you know, the front end, the light bar, the inside's all clean. Yeah, I can't complain about this car. It just has to go, you know. I gotta work on something else, get new projects, kind of like this, maybe another car after I'm done with this one. Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, let's go ahead and install this mirror. Now to the fender. That's gonna be in on another day. So yeah. Alright, so I got the hood open, looking at the engine. So we're noticing some oil that built up over there, and it's probably leaking from somewhere over here. Probably the head gasket. The seal was probably put on bad, or just a bad seal. So we're gonna go ahead and take all this stuff apart. First, I'm gonna scan the car for any codes, see if that gives us any clues on what's wrong with the engine. I'll show you guys how the engine runs in a little bit, but everything else looks dry pretty good on this side. Just on this side, on the right side of the engine. So you guys hear it shaking, or you guys see it shaking a little bit, and it looks like it's running on 3 cylinders. So maybe it could be the coils, but we're thinking it's more internal. And here's the exhaust. Here's how the exhaust sounds. Something seems a little off, so that's why we're a little suspicious about the engine. So let me go ahead and scan the car, and we'll see from there. All right, so I went ahead and cleared the codes. The check engine light went away for now, but it's gonna come back for sure. So it was telling us it was a cylinder 2 coil misfire. So let's go ahead and look at it. Okay, that's coil number 2. I'm pretty sure that's number 2. Nothing changes, even though we unplug it. So that gives us sort of a clue, and it said number 2 was bad. And it was giving us the code with number 2. So let's go ahead and plug this one back in. And try to take out number 1 and see what happens. All right, okay. So it got a lot worse when we took out number 1. So number 3, all right, it got a lot worse when we took out number 3. And it got a lot worse when we took out number 4. So that gives us a red flag right here that number 2 is bad. And let me shut the car off. That gives us a good idea that this one's bad. And we're gonna probably try to find one on maybe local store or OfferUp. We've seen some before. And then we gotta figure out this oil problem as well. That's leaking a little bit through the head gasket. And it looks like when the fan turns on, it splashes it all right here and on the wall, on the sidewall. All right, so we just took out both of the coils. That's number 1. This is number 1. This is number 2. And they look way different. This one looks like it's been either aftermarket or it's just been replaced before. And then we're gonna swap them out right now and see what happens. All right, so number 1 goes into number 2. And then vice versa. All right, I'm gonna go start it once they're plugged back in. All right, time to start it. Hold up. Okay, now let's see, hold on. Let's see what happens when we take out number 1. That was the faulty one. Nothing happens again, now on number 1. And the engine's still shaking pretty bad. All right, we thought of another idea. We do have a BMW that makes Mini Cooper. So we're gonna try to see if the coils are the same, so we could just swap them out. All right, so this is the BMW one, and this is the Mini Cooper. Looks like this one's a little longer, but I think it should work. Let's test it out. All right, let's try to fire it up. Oh yeah, baby. Looks like that's all it took. Maybe it still needs some few oxygen sensors and stuff like that, but that's all it took, was a little coil for it to run smooth. Let's see the exhaust now. No weird misfiring sounds, and it sounds normal even from the exhaust. Man, check that out. I cleared the check engine light, so I guess we're gonna have to drive it a little bit and see if, you know, if everything goes back in place and the check engine light doesn't come on, because I do need to do smog on it pretty soon. So yeah, the thing sounds and runs super nice. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. All right, so turns out all I need for now for the car to run smooth is a coil. So I'm gonna be looking for that one online somewhere, or maybe, you know, from another used car, but hopefully I find one soon, and I'll catch you guys when I get one.